Was this video scheduled? No. Am I still going to do it anyway? Yes. Twiztid's Cryptic Collection 5 has kind of come out. And I'm going to explain that quickly, because it is very odd. So, what they decided to do is, they just released an EP today, as I'm recording this. Literally probably an hour and a half before it's supposed to go up. And they released the EP, it's called CC5 Time Capsule 1. It's 4 tracks, about 12 minutes or so. And that's really weird, because normally, in the past, they've just released Cryptic Collections, like, regardless. And I think this is an interesting one. And we're getting, like, more deeper cuts, because this is the first time they've done a Cryptic Collection since the 4th one, and let's double check just so I can be sure I'm not an idiot. The last one was on Psychopathic Records, I know that for sure, came out in 2011. So technically, 13 years? They've had other ones, like they've had the Cryptic Collection VIP edition, I think they're the 420 edition. I have a lot of the ones they released. I don't have the holiday collection yet that they just put out. But this is Cryptic Collection 5. So that makes me think we're getting some even more deeper cuts than this. And I will go through these songs. They're obviously already released. So we'll just go through them. So for these, we're going to first go with Mental Rabbit Hole, which was apparently a VIP single back in 2021 from what I was able to find out. Now, honestly, I don't remember ever listening to this track before this. I try to remember where I heard it. I don't know. I think I heard it, obviously, on YouTube. Not that bad of a track. It's a nice track. Not one of my favorites from them. But it is something interesting. And it's cool that it's now getting, like, a more widespread release. Because I don't think it was ever released digitally. And now it's going to be, hopefully, on a CD that is more accessible to people than a VIP single. Which, obviously, VIP singles, you either pay the 80 to 100 bucks to get it in the VIP pack with a meet and greet, or pay like the 30 to 40 afterwards, depending, from a second seller. But still neat. Next up is the I Tried to Warn You Fritz the Cat remix, which surprisingly, I like better than the original. I love there's horns on it. I would not expect like horns on this. And it was just a nice listen. If you don't know, I Tried to Warn You was a Record Store Day single. It was on a die-cut disc with their newer Twiztid label stuff. I'm guessing it was like the Unlikely Prescription era, because it's more of like the blocked slanted letters. It's on the Electric Lettuce album cover as well if you want a better picture of it. It's not the one from Generation Nightmare that looks like thorns and shit. This one's more of like a sleek version, and that's what it looked like. It was green, and I believe it had them on the back of it, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I can be sure. They had them on here. That's what I was thinking of. So this is the Record Store Day disc from 2021. I got number 253 out of 1,000. Here's that for scale. The first one's nice. I like the first one. But the Fritz the Cat remix, surprisingly, is a bit better. I like it. I was not sure about it, but I liked it. And I don't think this was ever released digitally either. Obviously, YouTube rips, but other than that. Next up is How Did It Feel version 2. Now, if you don't know about this, this was added on the back of one of the tracks on the continuous evolution of Life's Question Marks. So it was like kind of like I think it was on That's Why They All Ate Us More Than You Ever Know. Such a long track name, but yeah, it was on the end of that, and it kind of picked up where the first left off in 97. So 20 years later, they fixed the Madrox verse and just kind of added the rest of it. And then Monoxide's verse, which I think is funny, it starts off and it cuts off the same way. So we'll probably have to wait another 10, 20 years to find that one. Regardless, it's a nice little 2-minute song on there. It's not bad. My favorite track from this continuous evolution era, Psychomania, the original version. Now, if you don't know that one, I will show you right away. This is the Record Store Day single for Are You Insane Like Me? The B-side is the original Psychomania. That can also be found on the Cryptic Collection VIP edition. And, it is on the Psychomania Tour EP, which has the OG version, which is like 3 minutes 50 almost. And it's just Madrox and Monoxide. And if I'm correct, both Madrox and Monoxide's verses are exclusive to this one. It doesn't pop up anywhere else, other than the actual CD single and this. But probably, I would say, is the definitive version. It's probably one of my favorites. What do I think of Time Capsule 1? So, getting from this, I'm thinking it's going to be either an every other week or every month. We might get a Time Capsule 2 and a Time Capsule 3, maybe. And then maybe we get a whole album. Maybe it's like a 20-track album or something out of this. But I want to say I love the cover of this. Like, it's nothing, like, too weird. It's more of just, like, modernized. For some reason, looking at this, I'm trying to zoom in more on, like, my end. It reminds me of, like, a baseball card or, like, a Garbage Pail Kid sticker. Like, that red outline or whatever. Something about it's just, like, there's something, like, vintage about it. Or, like, an old school style to it. But regardless, pretty cool. I am excited to see what the full Cryptic Collection 5 is going to be. And it's going to be definitely different because, obviously, the Holiday Collection that just came out, that has a lot of the new stuff on it, but it also has some old stuff. The VIP edition is just VIP stuff. There was another one they put out. Let me try to double check this quick, because this is going to scratch my head until I figure it out. It reminds me of the Don't Play This For Anyone album. It's from 2019. Is there any info on this? Only available by purchasing Twiztid's 10K giveaway. It's about 1,000 copies total. But it has stuff from new, mainly. Like, it has stuff like Going Back to Cali, which uses the same beat as Lars's California. Hold and Sell of Thuggery, It Just Talked to Me. But it has stuff like Right Field featuring Shaggy from the Mirror Mirror era. So that's like I would say this is like the closest to a Cryptic Collection like 5 since before this. Because it has some more oddball stuff on it. It doesn't have like best of pretty much. But regardless, I am excited to see CC5. I want them to put it on vinyl and cassette too. Give it a vinyl and cassette version, maybe put it on Record Store Day. That would be perfect, especially since it's in April, you have that much left. Or since Record Store Day falls on 4/20, maybe do a Cryptic Collection Bongs and Blunts edition on vinyl. Do something cool like that. I'm definitely going to buy it regardless. But it would be cool to see CC5 on vinyl as well. And a cassette release would be neat too. Thank you so much for this very impulsive video. It's going up like in a couple hours. It's 12:30 right now as I'm recording this. So thank you so much. If you liked it, let me know down below. Like, subscribe, share, do it again. See you in the next one.